Hey, Loco sports fans. Happy Sunday evening in the Loco playoff eve, as it were. We've got a ton of high school sports playoffs starting tomorrow, some that are already in progress. The Skiza baseball in particular is deep into it. Just a couple of rounds left in that first round, and then we'll be into state championship series. So, but a lot of new blood tomorrow.
Mostly
hitting the
South Carolina High School League we're talking
Yeah,
about.
high school league
Yep,
is getting going.
Lowdown.
Baseball, softball, boys and girls soccer, lacrosse has already been going. We still got a couple teams in that fight. So we're going to look at all the brackets tonight. It's our spring bracket spectacular. We're going to go through them, check them out. I've made nicer versions of some of them. We have just the run-of-the-mill versions of others, but we'll check out the brackets. We'll talk with some experts, some people who are one who was in the fight, one who's still in the fight. Ian Leslie from Buford Academy going to join us to talk a little soccer and we'll kick off with that, and no pun intended. And then Hayden Jennings going to jump in with us in a little bit from JP2 and help us break down the Skiza baseball playoffs and look ahead to the high school league baseball playoffs as well. And we'll get into the soccer and all that stuff. So Justin Jarrett, Wes Kerr, Marcus Walsh with you tonight for the Loco Sports Spring Sports Bracket Spectacular, brought to you by Mickelson Law Firm and WHHI TV, our all-star sponsors. Mickelson Law Firm, as you know, has been with us since the beginning, our official real estate closing attorney and the presenting sponsor of our Hilton Head Christian Academy coverage, but they can help you with all your legal needs right in downtown Bluffton, and they love all the teams in the Loco and support everything Loco Sports. And WHHI TV, our great partner in local sports coverage, doing a fantastic job over there, Marcus, and we can't wait till WHHI High School Football Media Day. But
we got
first things
got a little
first.
ways yet, but that's right. Got some football stuff that we're going to be working on and whatnot later on this week. Now that it is Sunday, pleasure being with you
going on
boys
next weekend.
for sure, and pleasure being with you boys on a Sunday night. Normally, I'm at choir rehearsal at this time, but it turned out we had a 5-hour retreat rehearsal yesterday that went so well that with everything going on,
Coach gave you the day off.
Dustin Owsley said, "Take the night off tomorrow night. You guys enjoy a night off. You worked hard enough."
Day off. Yeah,
so we'll resume next week. So pleasure being with you guys tonight.
Good stuff, man. How you doing, Wes?
I'm doing great. Beautiful day today after
It was
rain out yesterday, but I'm doing great. I'm doing great. A nice day. Went over to the beach for a good amount of time, and just now chilling and watching a pair of Game 7s tonight. One in the NBA, one in the NHL. That's going on.
Yeah, I've got the Habs on right now. Watching that
and
one.
the Habs and Bolts are playing, and then your Cleveland Cavaliers against the
I'm sporting them
against the Raps
all day. And I said a few minutes ago, busy last couple of days for Mike Tirico. You know, he was getting ready for the Kentucky Derby and doing all the hosting duties yesterday, and he made the quick trip from Louisville, Kentucky to Cleveland, Ohio, and he's calling this game with probably Reggie Miller and Jamal Crawford, I would assume, with Toronto taking on Cleveland. Currently, Toronto up 22-12 over the Cavaliers in this game 7.
No rest for
shot.
No rest for Tirico.
Yeah. And he's one of the greats.
No rest for our first guest tonight either, because he's going to be at it this week, coaching his Buford Academy soccer team, and it's going to be his last hurrah. Ian Leslie let his team know last week that this was going to be the last hurrah. So let's see if he can go out on top, and we welcome him into the Loco Sports Lowdown Bracket Spectacular. What's up, Mr. Leslie? How you doing?
Hey guys, how we doing? Good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, doing well. You've hooked us up with the Skiza brackets, sometimes elusive Skiza brackets. We got them here. Looking at the 3A. Well, first of all, I guess we introduce you. We should let you say a couple of words before we get going, I guess. But your BA boys, I'll get your bracket up here. Where are you at? There you are. BA boys opening on the road at Spartanburg Day, hoping to earn a trip to Christian Academy of Myrtle Beach in the semis. But just tell us a little bit about your season and your decision to hang it up after this year too, I guess.
Yeah, thanks. So season's been good, 12-3. We had a really tough beginning of the season. We scheduled real hard. We scheduled, had a real tough one, 2-0, lost to Mesa at Hardyville, first match of the season, and they're doing real well. Played a really tough cross team. We lost 2-1 in OT. And then our third loss was actually versus a 3A Florence Christian team, 1-0 in OT. So, 12-3 record with those 3 losses combined, 4 goals in 3 losses is the difference between us and a 15-0 record. So,
yeah.
Imagine my surprise when we are a 3 seed on the road in the first
Skeeza bracketology. You never really know.
Gonna Skeeza, right?
Yes.
You never really know where they'll put you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think, like, guys, I been talking to you guys a little bit. Justin, we talked to you a little bit. This is my last year. Nothing to lose here. But, I mean, I think we got to find some credibility. Someone's got, there's got to be some accountability, some credibility in Skeeza.
Yeah.
I really feel, I mean, we'll break down the brackets, but I mean, I think, the decision to go like a combined 1A, 2A this year is a little bit disappointing. It's left a few teams out that should have been in. So really disappointed for Hilton Head Prep. They had no idea that was going to be their last game the other night. They're just a game or two under 500. Lost a bunch of good players, getting healthy at the right time. Definitely could have put a scare into a couple of 2A teams. And they were shocked to find out that they're not even in the playoffs, which is for Skeeza is, we've seen teams in the past come, they're in the playoffs with 2 or 3 wins. Right. And here's Lucas with a team that is, I think he was 8-10 on the season, maybe 9-11. A strong team, and they're not making the playoffs, and definitely disappointing.
Yeah, that's tough to swallow, and also kind of stinks for a team like Cross Boys, who have had a really good season and definitely would have been a favorite to win in 1A, I would imagine, and now they got to play in that combined 2A bracket where it's going to be a little bit tougher for them.
Yeah, I mean, it really just seems so. I mean, the way I'm seeing it is they really just took four 1A teams and 4 2A teams and put all of the 1A teams on the road, and it's just kind of crazy. And then, I mean, there's teams out there. Conway didn't make it. They have a winning record. I mean, didn't play a bunch of games, but a lot of teams that would have made it last year aren't in there. And
that is I feel bad for those teams. I mean, look, you should get the opportunity to, especially if you have a winning season. High school sports, which always guarantees you're in the playoffs. So that is bizarre
Especially
stuff.
in Skeeza. Skeeza's always been almost everybody goes to the playoffs.
Yes,
what are we
strange.
In a bunch of sports.
And a bunch of
like
sports.
Football, which everybody gets in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is, like, we've seen football teams make it with 1 win. We've seen
Hilton Prep
0.
We saw one make it with 0.
Right.
I think there's a couple of winless teams that made the playoffs in Skeeza High School football.
And I'm not saying,
there have also been years where BA and like Charleston Collegiate back in the day were like the only teams in 1A that had a tennis team and they played for the state championship. Right. So I don't know why we're
I just think
them now, but
it's not about, I hope this doesn't come off as sour grapes. I just think it's, I think coaches like myself, like Lucas at Prep, we just want to know, like, at the beginning of the season, what are the expectations, right? Like, what are we looking at for the end of the
and I'll tell you right now that the guy in the green room, Hayden Jennings, is probably nodding his head down there because they don't understand why they were a 3 seed and had to go to Augusta Christian either when they had beaten the 2 seed and maybe the 1 seed on the other side of the bracket. So it's a common refrain, and it's an annual occurrence, a 3 times annual occurrence, really, that we dog on Skeeza, the committee, and whatever.
Well, I think football does it. I think football does it. I mean, fair, but they have the regions. You kind of, other than football,
and you're looking.
The one area where they have it on region finish.
And what you could look at, I mean, you've got the 3A bracket up right now, and this isn't about me in 1A or 2A, but I mean, Hilton Head Christian. So this bracket here, JP2 ended up with the 1 seed, and Hilton Head Christian is on the other side as the 2 seed. Hilton Head Christian has a better record than Wilson Hall and beat Wilson Hall head to head.
Makes not sense.
And so, but they just won't give two number 1 seeds out of the same region. Meanwhile, I've got Florence Christian down there, which, like I said, only beat me 1-0 at 3A school, and yet I'm on the road for the next week.
Yeah.
So, but we'll give it a go. I mean, I think, like for me, like I said, this is my last year. I've got a really strong group of boys. We were blessed enough to win it all last year, and it seems that this, if we make it past Tuesday, then we're likely going to Myrtle Beach, which will be the 3rd time in 4 years that we'll head to Myrtle Beach. Gale has a great program up there, and I'd love to beat him, hopefully for the second time. And we'll see. I've told someone today, I think in our bracket, I would say if you told me it was one game a week, like I think we could beat every team in the bracket. But 3 games in 5 days on the road is going to be. But I think we'll give it a go. We'll see what
don't they do it in like 1 week now in high school?
Yeah, it's
Tuesday,
the 5th,
Thursday,
the 7th.
Yeah,
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, getting it done.
Crazy.
That's
and is it this week? Because normally it was the week after. Did they push it up to
this week? It's this week.
Wow,
Yeah,
I remember in the past they waited a little longer for the 1 week special, but they want to get it done.
No, we're rolling right into it.
Yeah, they're rolling right into it this year. So looking forward to it. But tell me more about this team, about how special this group, this particular group of guys has been. The meaningfulness for you as it is, as you said, the last dance for you at BA.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about this group. I mean, a lot of these boys, 4 of them I've coached since 7th grade. So Nick Underwood, who I know you guys know,
very well.
Soccer. He's not one of those boys. I've had him 2 years, but he's a senior going out. Then I've got Colton Stinger, Oliver McSweeney, Andrew Butterfield, who I think is sitting on 65 goals now in his BA career.
Wow.
And then my own son, Aaron. I've had these boys since they were 7th graders. So, to see them out this year is just, emotional. I'd say this team is probably the most well-rounded I've had. As I'm thinking about end of the year awards, it's been really difficult to say like who truly is an MVP and who's all region. I think like we're really well-rounded and we play really well as a team. But yeah, I mean, I think it's been a great run at BA. I appreciate the trust that the boys have had in me and their parents have had in me, and I think it's just a good time for me to step away, take a breath. And it's not to say I'll never come back to it, but I think I've got two boys out of the house, or about to be out of the house. Got a 7th grader. I think I need a time to step away and refocus.
10-4. So you got Spartanburg Day on the road Tuesday. How's that matchup for you?
They look good. I mean, we watched a little video. I mean, they seem like a strong team. I feel good about it, but I think you never know. When literally I've never played them before, so not looking past them. But I think we'll be focused. We'll be ready to go, and I'm looking forward to Thursday at, like I said, at Myrtle Beach. I've become good friends with Gale over the years up there, and he's an amazing young coach. And I think we have a puncher's chance, better than a puncher's chance in all these matches. So we'll see.
Right on, man. Good stuff. How about your girls? They're number 2 seed down there. They got Marlboro at home on Monday, and then would have to go to Cambridge if they get through there. But they still got Kylie Good, right? And
I mean, they've got a quality little player called Keely Good. Yeah, she's only got about 125 goals.
Wow.
In her 3 years of varsity. Yeah.
And she's what, a 10th grader?
She's a junior this year. Yeah.
Oh, she's a junior now?
Yeah, but I think she hit 100 goals last year. I'm sure she's had 25.
That is
goodness. That's nuts.
So, Hilton Whitley is a really strong club player that came over last year, and she's added. They've got a new goalkeeper is pretty strong, and so I think the girls, are going to definitely give it a good run. I'm excited to watch them Monday night, I think it should be good. I honestly think whoever comes out of that left side of the bracket is gonna win for sure on the girls' side.
Okay. You think the Cross guys can go toe-to-toe with Greenwood?
I've not seen Greenwood. Everything I've heard about Greenwood, I mean, they seem really strong. I'd say Cross is a very technical quality team. We played it just very defensive minded and just kind of held tight for 80 minutes as a way to play them. It would have been difficult for us to run with them and just show them a lot of respect for what they had offensively. I've not seen them against, really push their schedule this year. So they didn't really go up and play a 2A or a 3A outside of the region. So I've not seen them against a higher quality squad. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I mean, Greenwood's, over my 5 years here, this is my 5th year now. I mean, Christian, Greenwood, I mean, these are the every year guys, right? We're always there. One of us has always pretty much won a title these last 3 or 4 years. So we'll see. I mean, Cross is trying to kind of insert themselves in there. So we'll see.
Right on, man. So 1A, 2A brackets. There you go. We got 4A brackets here. We got JP2
got the girls down there. I think
and Hilton Christian.
Yeah, I haven't seen those girls play since they actually both participated in my preseason 6v6. JP2 seemed like a really strong girl squad, but I haven't seen them since then. So wishing them luck. 3A boy. I mean, on the 3A side, I'm really hoping for an all Lowco matchup there at the end. I would love to see that JP2 Hilton Head Christian, and I think it's very, very possible. We've played Florence Christian rather. We saw First Baptist in the 6v6. I think JP2 should make it through. And then Hilton Head Christian, they've already taken down Wilson Hall once. I think it's very possible we see an all Lowco matchup there in 3A, and I would love to see it. I'll show up for that one to watch.
Yeah.
And they just went to penalties on what was it the other
night?
Wednesday night, whatever night that was. So yeah, that would be a heck of a match. Hilton Head Prep girls, top seed.
They're strong. They never. No let up from what they graduated. So young.
Yeah, they've had some injury troubles this year. I know. Yeah. Risa keeps me posted with occasional email updates, and she's been lamenting the injury problems this year, but she's really excited about the girls she has when they're healthy.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they can get right.
I don't know her name, but I was really impressed with their young keeper. When I watched her play, she was really strong, really good playing off her feet as well. I was really impressed with that.
Let's see. I was trying to see.
And we have Patrick Henry there down there at the bottom of the bracket.
Who her keeper was, but I don't see that.
Yeah.
But they played cross on Monday with 11 players, and they played Patrick Henry on Tuesday with 10.
Wow.
But she does at least have her goalie back. She was without her goalie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She is a strong keeper. But I'll tell you guys, I'm not to continue to beat a dead horse here, but you look at that bracket, that 3A girls and Christian Academy sitting on 2 or 3 wins on the season, and that's that's what I'm talking about. It's like, and yet we don't have
and
Conway.
They're the 2 seed.
It may be a little bit more too, but they're fairly under 500. And we're talking about again, I just keep going back to Hilton Head Prep out there that and maybe I'm biased because they're in my region and because I really like Lucas and I think he's doing an amazing job there with the boys, but it's just a little bit just kind of crazy. Not quite sure what we're doing here in Skeezo.
Right on.
That Charleston Collegiate there. Yeah, no, 2-11. 2-11 as a 2 seed on the girls' side.
Wow.
Anyway,
that's wild.
No, I'm sorry. Christian Academy. Charleston Collegiate is. Oh, you went back to. I'm sorry. That's in 2. They're in 2A. Charleston Collegiate.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, that's my bad.
2A. There you go. Charleston Collegiate.
Yeah, but
they're in.
Oh, I thought they were in. Maybe not. I might have gotten that.
Yeah, they're in. They're the 4 seed going against Oakbrook.
Oh yeah, there you go. So 4 seed at 2-11. So that's what. Yeah, that's what's a little just feel like there needs to be some accountability. Like I said, the other night we had our senior night, and I fully expected we were going to have a first round at home, so I didn't realize it would be our last home game. But like I said, feel worse for Hilton Head Prep, who didn't know they were having their last game last week.
Right.
Yeah,
that's tough.
That's not good.
But yeah, appreciate you guys though.
Yeah, man. We've got the high school league brackets up here. If you want to,
I'm excited about those
real quick. Yeah. May River, top seed in 4A. They'll get Aiken in the first round. Could have a rematch with Hilton Head in round 2. Bishop England rematch possible in round 3, and then you may have a great collegiate waiting for you if you get out there. But that May River,
the big takeaway is that May River was able to secure home field throughout the lower state playoffs. That is not easy to do because not only do you have to win your region, you got to be the top team with top RPI. They have the top RPI, not just the lower state, but the whole state as a whole, I believe, and certainly deserving of it. They have been a formidable squad this year. Their back line has been first rate all year, and they've really gotten the most out of this new coach at the helm, and I'm thoroughly excited for what they have possibly the opportunity to do as we head towards the playoffs. But that Hilton Head matchup is nowhere at an easy point for them because Hilton Head's. I don't think that this Hilton team is as good as they were a year ago, but they're still a scrappy bunch that's going to make it difficult for a team that they know very well. So that is no gimme, no cakewalk at all if they meet Hilton Head and Renfield. Obviously, Hilton Head has to get by Brooklyn Casey, which should be a very interesting match that I will probably be at in that first round coming up on Wednesday.
And I wouldn't sleep on Bluffton as the 12 either. I mean, they were missing
they're hot. They're playing some hot. They're on a hot streak right now. They're playing some good soccer.
They were missing their keeper a good portion of the season. I think they played Bishop England to 1-goal losses both times, something close to that. So I mean, I think I wouldn't sleep on that on Bluffton coming out either.
Yeah, definitely not. And they could get by Bishop England. That would be something else, wouldn't it? May River had to go through Hilton Head and Bluffton to try to get there. That'd be fun. And then we don't have anybody on the bottom half of the bracket. Gray, I'm guessing, is pretty strong.
Yep.
That's probably who we're looking at, right?
Yeah.
If we get there. And then 3A, Battery Creek's in, right? They've had a pretty good year, right? Battery Creek.
They have had a good year.
They're 12. They go to Newberry in round 1, and then Georgetown in round 2. Are either of those teams? No, those aren't insurmountable, are they?
I don't think so. Not.
I don't know that much, but generally, the state are not your stronger spots. So
I think the opportunity is there for Creek. They've had a very good year. For boys
solid
soccer.
Squad.
It's been good to see for Creek, and I think they have a legitimate shot to win a couple of matches in these playoffs. That would be quite the way to finish off the year over there at Creek. And it's soccer is it's a weird sport because like I've said, it takes one bounce or one shot to go your way, and it's a completely different game. What makes it exciting is that upsets are very much possible, as I mentioned with that potential May River Hilton Head match, which I think could go either way as well. Although I would still give a decent edge to May River if those two teams met.
So Newberry number 15, Battery Creek number 16 in the Max Preps rankings. So that is a very even matchup.
Yeah, that should be a very fun, exciting first round or
pretty even matchup.
Over there. Yeah.
2A bracket, boys. We got Hampton County at home against East Clarendon with a trip to number 1 seed Academic Magnet looming in round 2, which doesn't bode well. Bridges Prep, solid little squad over there too. They got Manning in round 1. I like them to at least get through those first couple of rounds and then maybe have a matchup with Academic. And Whale Branch has been a good story too. They got a co-ed squad, right? They got some girls on the team. And they have picked up some nice wins, so maybe they can pull one off on the road.
All right.
Did you play any of those teams this year, Ian?
We played Hampton, yeah.
Your thoughts on them?
I mean, it was he's done a good job. Jesse's done a good job with them year over year. They were a bit more competitive than they were last year. I mean, it wasn't a particularly competitive match. We handled them pretty easily, but I will say, I think that first round, I think they could do okay. I think it'll definitely be tough sledding against Magnet.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Hampton did play. They played Hardyville to a 1-0 game, and it was a rocket from Ephraim that was the only goal.
Yeah.
So they're capable, definitely, of showing up and playing a tough. I mean, I don't think we played very well, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
And then the 1A bracket, Hardyville, the 2 seed. They will stay. They'll get the first round bye. They'll stay home until the lower state finals if we make it there, and that would be at Charleston Math and Science. But they would have to get through Royal Live Oaks, and Royal Live Oaks is scrappy. St. John's, man, we had to play them in the lower state finals last year, and that was a battle. So they would have to come to us this year at least. But yeah, this 1A bracket. It sets up pretty well for us.
I mean, we played y'all first game of the season, like I said. I mean, and just I'm sure as the season's progressed, Misa's got them even more disciplined. I mean, I like you guys to make a good run in Hardyville.
Yeah, I do too.
Yep.
And it looks like, oh, Dixie, that's our nemesis right there.
Ooh, yes.
That's who got us last year in the finals.
Oh yeah. We'd love. Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure they would love to see him again for another opportunity to,
Oh yeah.
to get him back
Oh, yeah.
this time around. But I like what Misa's doing over there, bringing the vibes that were so good at May River and bringing his ability to get the most out of his team. I think that this Hardyville squad, by the way that we've seen them play down the stretch this year and what Misa Garzon has done, you can never sleep on the ability of this Hardyville Hurricanes team.
Yep.
Especially by the way they bond together. We saw it last year. I thought they bond together really well, and that's what you need to go deep in the playoffs. And I think that this year we're starting to see that again, and it would be a really good story to get that revenge opportunity, or just get the opportunity once again to go deep in this bracket, which I think they should be able to do by the way they have played this year. The consistency that they have shown has been solid, and I think it gives them the best opportunity possible to string a couple wins together and see how far you could take it. But it's all about one game at a time. Every game is win or go home at this point, and you got to find a way to motivate your team. And Misa has that state championship experience. He's won one before May River. Why can't he win another one at Hardyville?
Yeah, man.
Honestly, and
Let's do it.
He does it anywhere he is. Talk about what he did at May River, just the atmosphere that he brings, obviously being athletic director as well over at Hardyville.
Max Araj entering the studio here.
Yeah, Max Araj is in.
What's up, Max?
Full group.
Full house. Yeah, Misa. I like Misa's boys. I'm biased, but I like them to make a good run, and I'll be alongside them, definitely. Looking at the girls' brackets, Colleton County gets in as the 16. They'll go to Gray for a merciful end to their season, most likely. May River at home against North Augusta, and then they would get a trip to Gray. Wilson comes to Hilton Head. Seahawks would probably have to go to South Aiken in round 2, although Brooklyn Casey could pull that upset and get them a home game. Bluffton goes to Hartsville with South Florence waiting in round 2, and then Bishop England down there is the 2 seed. I mean,
yeah, just missed
any of these teams could make a run, but
yeah,
Hilton Head did miss an opportunity.
They had a chance to get that 2 seed, or maybe a 1, depending on where they would be if they won that, but drops them down to 5. So it's going to be a little bit of a tougher ride. You hope that you could get that 13/4, and maybe you have a chance to get that second home game in round 2. That would be a nice bonus for them, but it's looking like they would have to go on the road and potentially start in that second round, which, I mean, these teams are so evenly matched. Hilton could certainly, and they've been road warriors before. We've seen that in the past. Although I'm sure they wish they would have had a better result at Bishop England to close out the season. But new season, you're 0-0, as they say, and I think there's still a very talented Hilton team. And I think a loss before the playoffs, I think, is a good. You want to win the table, but at the same time, I feel like a humbling loss like that can be beneficial. And I think that hopefully that's what will be the case for Hilton as we head towards playoffs. I still think this is a very talented and strong team.
Indeed. And I think any of the teams from that region can always make a little bit of a run. We've seen that in the past where third or fourth seed out of the region makes a run deep into the playoffs. So 3A bracket, Battery Creek got a home game in round 1, and they'll be the favorite. I mean, they're ranked ahead of Loris and Max Preps, whatever that means. So Battery Creek, good season for their girls as well, and they got a shot to get to round 2. Then Fox Creek would be waiting, and Fox Creek's pretty good. But 2A, no 1A girls, 1A, 2A girls combined this year, looks like. So not just Giza, Ian. They did it in high school league too. And let's see.
Ridgeland is no Bridges.
And Ridgeland at Bridges.
Okay.
How about that? Hampton County home against Horse Creek in round 1. So there you go. Here's your soccer brackets.
All right. Well,
any last thoughts, Ian?
I'll be knock on wood. I'll be back next Sunday. We'll talk about my state title.
That's the goal. That's the goal. Yeah.
That sounds good.
That's it.
All right, man. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for what you do for the kids, and best of luck in this last ride. And hopefully we'll have to book you again next week.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
All right, buddy. Take care. That's Ian Leslie, Buford Academy boys soccer coach, trying to repeat as state champs this year and helping us break down the soccer brackets. And now we can talk a little baseball because we got Hayden Jennings waiting in the wings. He's been waiting patiently, eating all the snacks in the green room. What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
You're on the other side of things now. You used to be one of our subjects that we covered when you were a star over at JP2. You went off and played at Brevard College, had a great career there, and now back home and helping coach the squad that you came up with. And you guys had a nice season. I know it was a hard way to go out with a couple of really tough games against buzzsaw pitchers, but it was a heck of a year for you guys, and you had to take a lot of pride being a coach of this group.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, after we ended our season, it was funny. I had a conversation with the team, and I was like, for you guys to even be in this spot in a 4A playoff game with scouts in attendance, like that wasn't even something that was fathomable when I was playing there. So it's definitely neat seeing the growth of the program and the players that have come through and, for the future of it.
Yeah, let me Shiv. Tell me about that Augusta Christian team. I mean, that was a heck of a squad you guys had to face, and then Hilton Christian knocked them off in walk-off fashion. And did Augusta win their next game? I never checked.
They have not played yet. They play on Monday.
They play Monday.
They play tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so you still don't know if they will play HHCA. Talk about that experience of playing Augusta Christian, and then talk as well about Hilton Christian Academy and what seems to be a team of destiny once again so far over there. But just let me know about what impressed you about both of those teams, both Augusta Christian and HHCA this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, Augusta Christian they were really fundamental when we played them. They're really well coached. Their players have a lot of fun. And I think you saw that when they came down and played Hilton Christian Thursday night.
That's a heck of a game, man.
Yeah, they were good. They started their big-time 8th grader on the mound against us, Mark Hamlin. And just looking at him, he doesn't look like an 8th grader at all. He's huge. And he owned our lineup. And then they went to one of their other back-end pitchers for an inning, and then Knuckles came in and closed against us, and he's the one that went.
I'll tell you what, that was probably the most memorable high school baseball game that I've been here, that since I've covered here sports here at LowcoSports. The other one that comes to mind was Beaufort May River back in 2021.
Oh, yeah.
Those were
when they went to Beaufort beat them twice at the tank. That was crazy.
But this one may have taken the cake just because of how it ended and how just incredible defense was displayed throughout, and a couple of gems, especially from Illinois Christian Academy, but really both teams. And the
the best one of the bunch was the center fielder from Augusta Christian slamming into the fence.
On a ball that Roman Colella torched to center field.
Yes.
Center fielder goes all out into the fence to make the play. Yeah, that was crazy.
What a game.
Their second baseman, Augusta Christian, Jordan Cease, eating up a couple ground balls for big timeouts earlier in the game, too.
Yep. Chip Hessel ate up a tough one hopper. I mean, it was
a baller,
and Slade hosed 2 guys. It was a phenomenal baseball game, just as good as it gets. And we may get to see it again on Wednesday. I mean, I would think we probably will, because I like Augusta Christian to get through that one. And then they're probably coming back to the 8th grader, right, on Wednesday.
They'll probably throw Hamlin, the 8th grader, tomorrow, if I had to guess. It's between Hamlin, Cease, and then maybe Knuckles to close.
Okay.
I wouldn't sleep on Lawrence Manning, though. They have a big-time senior that held us to no runs through 5 innings when they played us here. I think he started the game against Hilton Christian when Hilton Christian went up to LMA and found themselves in a hole early.
Yeah.
Josh Niswanger. Yeah, they got him ready to go. And then they got another guy named Mathis that has the most innings thrown for him. So they're going to have their best bullets for Augusta Christian tomorrow.
All right.
But, it's always tough to go on the road, especially that far away at Augusta Christian and play in that kind of environment. It's a pretty cool environment. I mean, the field's kind of below everything, so it feels like the fans are right on top of you. And they do a good job. It's pretty loud down there, and they play with a lot of confidence when they're at home, I think.
They played with a lot of confidence on the road the other night, too.
Well, anytime you got your guy on the mound, that confidence travels.
Amen. Amen. So that's the upper bracket, I guess. And then all the upper state teams are in the lower bracket, and the lower state teams are in the upper bracket.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
Doesn't make sense.
But this is where you were probably nodding along with Coach Leslie, Hayden, because you guys were kind of perplexed by the seeding too, right? Like Wilson Hall was
a 3 seed on that side. We were a 3 seed on our side, and we had, more region wins. We beat Wilson Hall twice. It's not a knock to, the bracket necessarily, because, if you're that good, you're going to win the games, and we just couldn't find a way to do it. But it does, it is interesting, especially when you take 3 teams from our region on our side of the bracket, which would be us, Hilton Head Christian, Lawrence Manning, and then you only have 1 team from our region on the other side, in Wilson Hall.
Yeah.
You have 2 Charleston region teams on this side, and you had none on our side. And then the region 1, the Columbia region, was split evenly 2-2. But yeah, it was interesting. It's definitely not the way I think I would have, drawn up the bracket, but
right.
You got to win the games there.
And you had the top seed here. Pinewood dropped their first one, and now they've got to try to beat Ben Lippen, and then they'll have to beat Cardinal Newman twice. So they've had a long road back through it. Cardinal Newman pretty strong?
I would assume so. We didn't run into them or anything. On that side, we played Wilson Hall and we played First Baptist. We split with First Baptist, took both from Wilson Hall. The loss we took to First Baptist was kind of a weird Saturday loss. It was the night after we had just beat Wilson Hall on the road for the first region win. And we had to go to Wilson Hall, come back next morning, go up to Charleston at First Baptist for like a 11 a.m. noon game.
Man, that is tough.
Yeah, it was a rough schedule for sure. I think our guys were riding a big game hangover for it. But
yeah, you can't bow out Ben Lippen. They came in as a 4 seed this year, but
they got some big wins too.
Already beat Pinewood once. So
Ben Lippen split with Augusta Christian earlier in the year too.
That's. I'm intrigued to see if Ben Lippen gets through Pinewood this time around. See what they can do against Cardinal Newman, because that is
right.
It depends on how much depth they have. So it'd be intriguing to see.
Got to beat them twice, so that's going to be tough. So that's what we got left in the 4A bracket. 3A bracket, Hilton Head Prep lost to Williamsburg, so now they'll have to beat Spartanburg Christian tomorrow at home to get another shot at Williamsburg, and they'll have to beat them twice to get back to the state championship series. And then Calhoun.
Where's the if necessary game? Is that played as a different skis? Because I remember different rules about that. Like it's not like those schools where they play them right after.
I don't think it's a neutral site game. My guess would be,
or do they play it at the other team's site?
It says
I don't remember what the rule is, but I just remember it was
if game. Yeah, it's got to be a neutral site.
Oh,
it is. Oh wow.
Yep.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, that'll be intriguing to see where they end up playing if it gets to that.
If they go to an if game, it's a neutral site on Thursday.
Interesting.
To the next day. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Gauntlet, baby.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to win the first one for HHC.
That Williamsburg team is really good, by the way. They're a very solid team.
Very good.
Calhoun looking good on that other side, although
Calhoun's always strong.
I think that first meeting with Hilton Head Prep and Williamsburg was a 9-inning game too. I think that went down.
Oh, was it? I know it
was. I believe it was. It was a 6-4 final.
Yeah, I knew it was 6-4. I didn't realize it went 9, but I believe you. Trust you. Oh wait, it was 5-4 according to Preps. I swore I saw 6-4. Yes, it did go 9, and Prep scored in the top of the 9th, and then Williamsburg scored 2. Bummer.
Oh no.
Man.
Yeah, that's tough. So I mean, they can definitely do it. They can definitely do it. They're not out of it. 2A, we don't have anybody in it, but still in it. But Lee and the Kings in the one semifinal series.
Give Thomas Hayward credit though. They put up a fight against the Kings Academy.
They went to the third. Third one was close, and then Richard Wynn and Marlboro, WW King and Ward.
Yeah, your usuals there.
And now I'm going to scroll through these, and we're going to get to the big boys.
Yes.
Here we go. 4A, District A and B. We don't have anybody in this particular one. Bishop England is
Bishop
in here,
England,
but the winners of those will play, and then the winner of that series
yeah.
will take
that.
on the
There,
winners
oh
of
my
these.
God, look at
So
this.
here's the ones we're interested in. You got Bluffton going on the road to South Florence, May River at home against Darlington, and then the winners will meet in the next round. So possible Bobcat Sharks matchup, although when we've matched up with South Florence, it usually hasn't gone in our favor with baseball in the past. But we'll see. I don't think they're I think May River's got a great shot to come out of this pod.
Yeah,
I would
agree.
assume so, but do not sleep on South Florence. As you said, they've had some quality teams, especially in baseball as well. I mean, football comes to mind, but baseball, they have been pretty strong as well. So it is no means a foregone conclusion that May River will win this district, but I think they have the upper edge from what we have seen, and they have completely exceeded my expectations of how good they could possibly be this year. But it's the possibility we could see May River Bluffton at different points in the district tournament, which is the exciting part of it with the double elimination format. But that's what makes it really interesting, and we've seen Bluffton be able to compete against May River this year. Nearly got them, and never could completely tell what could happen if they meet again. Because Bluffton, I think, has gotten better, and of course they knocked out Bishop England. I mean, that can be easy out, especially that rivalry. And the Hilton Head, that's a tough draw in the first, having to play Gilbert. They had a chance potentially.
And then Hartsville's
it really hurts
very
because
good.
how they do it in baseball is, even though only the top two are guaranteed, the precedence or the advantage of being the top two, because the top three get 1 through 3, top two get 4 through 6, and then it's everybody else. So even though Hilton finished third, they are the 10 seed in in the 10 seed in the lower states. So definitely work cut out for them. Having to go to a tough Gilbert team, and then you got Hartsville, which is another
Gilbert and Hartsville are both tough. Yeah, it's going to be a tough road.
That's Hilton has certainly been a solid team, and we could absolutely see them. They have the offense. They have some strong pitching that they would need to pull off an upset.
They're good enough.
Certainly possible.
I think they are.
And Hilton Head, I mean, they were pretty impressive against Bridges Prep this week on a day where they didn't play their entire lineup because it was senior night. So, this Hilton Head team is going to be a tough out for any of these squads, but certainly they have drawn a tough road.
3A, Oceanside Lowers, we don't really have much interest there. Hanahan would be our closest team. Then Battery Creek, got to go to Swansea to open it up. I can't imagine Creek is going to take a game. They've had a rough year, but get in by default, I believe. I think North Charleston might have been the 5th place team in the league. So good luck to Creek, but it's been a tough season for them. On the other hand, number 1 seed.
I was going to say that Gilbert team, if I'm remembering correctly, they beat May River at the first half of the year. I think it was.
Was it that bad?
I think so.
Yeah, you're right. It was. It was at the Gilbert tournament. First weekend of the season. I wouldn't put too much stock in.
True. That's true.
But they are good. Bridges Prep, they'll open with Mullins. You got to like their chances to get through.
I like their chances a lot. I really do.
I don't know who finished where in Region 4. They might have updated that since I made this, but they and Barnwell had some great games, so it could be Bridges Prep. Barnwell could meet again. Could be interesting.
Very interesting.
And then there's the other half. Hampton has not had a great season. They'll go to Andrews to start, and I would not expect them to make much noise. Ridgeland, if they play, they forfeited to us the most recent game, so I don't know if they've still got a squad. But they'll have Green Sea Floyd if they're in, and Hardyville will have Palmetto Scholars at home for both baseball and softball.
There you go.
Baseball on Tuesday and softball on Wednesday. Bamberg, there's Bamberg. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Bamberg. couldn't see.
Bamberg.
Bamberg.
Yeah.
I was trying to punch these out fast and get ready for the show.
Bamberg.
4A softball, you got Beaufort on the road at North Augusta, and would have to go through Hartsville. Gonna be a tough road for the Eagles. Colleton gets a home game against Airport, and then they would have to go to May River. May River is the region champ there, so we could get another Colleton May River. I think Colleton Airport and May River were all in the same pod last year too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's right.
This sounds right, doesn't it? And Bluffton South Florence in softball also.
Oh,
so
that's tough.
That's the Cody Slaughter Bowl.
Yes,
yeah, right there.
Now he's going to Beaufort, but those are his exes. 3A bracket. Hanahan is a unit. We wish them well. Battery Creek, love that's a scrappy little team. They got Dylan. Silver Bluff should be pretty tough, but hopefully they can win a couple and maybe get through there. They're young, but they got a veteran pitcher. Hampton, they go to Woodland in the first round. I think they played in the regular season. I'm not sure. We played Hampton. They're not bad. They got a decent little pitcher and decent big pitcher in Reese Poston, and then a decent little pitcher as well. And then they again swing the bats, man. They swing hard and really hit the ball. So maybe they'll make some noise. And Bridges Prep also got a chance to make some noise in 2A softball. They've got a good squad over there. Their pitcher, Herndon, I think she's had a massive year for strikeouts. And then we'll be at home against Palmetto Scholars. Repeat of last year. It was 1-1 after one, and it was 2-1 in the top of the second, and then the wheels fell off.
Wow.
Got away from us.
Is that District 5? Is that District 6 for real? They just have two teams in that district?
Yeah, Hannah, Pamplico, and Johnsonville, because the other two are supposed to be from our region, and we only have two teams.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, and there's the other one, Bamberg, and I like Bamberg to go to the state championship series. I'll be shocked if they
actually is Low Country Leadership on that baseball one.
Yeah, they were.
Were they? I didn't see where they were.
Let me get back to it. They definitely were top, way up here.
Johnsonville.
Okay. They got this silly field, right?
Yeah.
A really small field.
Yes. They play on a softball field. They play on the softball field. It sucks. It's so bad. I hate it so much.
That's crazy.
Because we had to go play them last year in the district playoffs with Hardyville. We had to go play on a field where the bases literally sat in the outfield.
Oh,
yeah, that's crazy. Hayden, did you play any of the public schools this year?
We played Bridges once at Bridges, and they beat us, I think, 8-3, and that was early March, sometime around then. They looked good when they played us. I mean, they rolled out a few good arms. The bats just – it was like a couple, single here, single there, and then it was double in the gap, and a couple, every other inning or so.
Yeah, they got a pretty good little team. I mean,
and I don't think they have any seniors on their team either.
Yeah, they're young. I don't think so either. They're very young.
They're awfully young.
Yeah.
So they'll
they're going to be good.
They can make some noise in that 2A bracket, and I think any of May River, Hilton Head, Bluffton could make a little bit of noise. I mean, it's baseball, man. Anything can happen.
Anything could happen. That's why we love it. Yep.
Any given day, pitcher gets hot, whatever, or pitcher doesn't have it.
Said.
It can go either way. PJ
Angels, JP. I stand corrected. Angels in the outfield. It could happen.
It could happen.
Great movie. Great movie, by the way.
We've all seen a lot of baseball and a lot of weird stuff that comes with it. So, but yeah, I like May River softball as well to make a pretty good run. They've been a scrappy little squad, but you can run into a buzzsaw pitcher in softball, and that's that. So we'll see, because they have been a little bit offensively challenged at times. So that's the only thing I worry about, is that they run into a really good pitcher. But that baseball tournament, though, man, you got to have some serious pitching to get through one of these deals. There's a lot of games in there. But well, Hayden, thanks for joining us, man. What do you think about Hilton Head Prep and Hilton Head Christian? They're gonna get another one?
I mean, the biggest thing with Hilton Head Christian is like the record obviously is really great, but they also believe that they are that great. And I mean, there's no replacing that kind of confidence when you step on a field. Doesn't matter who you play, where you play, when you play them. You step out on the field with that kind of confidence. There's not many teams that are going to beat you. And going back to even I think their exhibition games at the start of the year, what are they, like 26-2? Like,
wow,
your record is what that's what you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're a solid team. They're really well coached. They don't beat themselves, and they find ways to put pressure on other teams that, ends up crumbling other teams.
Yep.
So
and that environment is incredible.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Hilton Head Prep, I mean, we played them one time this season, and they're just, the same Hilton Head Prep team. They're gonna find ways to beat you. Coach Wells does a great job with that program and has since I played there. So
death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah.
They'll get you eventually. But yeah, man, we definitely wish them well, and we appreciate you joining us, and best of luck with your continued coaching career, sir. It's been a pleasure to watch you grow up and have you on the other side of things with us now.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
Man, take care.
Thank you.
Be good. That's Hayden Jennings, former JP2 and Brevard College star, and now coach over at the alma mater. Great kid. I got to play a summer of men's league baseball with him too. He was on the squad one summer. Also had to face him one time, and that was not pretty.
That's never.
He wiped me out. He did throw me 3 straight ones though. I appreciated that. He didn't throw me any hooks. That was nice of him. That one off. All right. So there's your baseball and softball brackets. We talked all the soccer brackets. We've been through those. We've still got a couple teams left in the lacrosse. Let me get the lacrosse up here.
Yeah, May River's there.
Yeah, May River boys still in there trying to get back to the state championship game. Again, they'll have to face AC Flora. Here we go. There you go. May River will face AC Flora in the next round. Should be a good match. Who's the higher RPI of those?
Yeah, because the higher RPI would host if there's a
host. Yeah, I'm checking it out.
Because if May River is, I guess they would host that game.
I would think AC Flora, but I could be wrong.
Let's see.
I have no point of reference. May River is the 2. So May River and AC Flora is the 3. So May River's got a home game tomorrow. Home game tomorrow in the semis. Let's go.
How about that? Now, yes, this game. And if you remember a year ago, May River beat them in overtime, 10-9. That was at AC Flora last year. This time they will be home.
Right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
God,
should be a classic of a game. I hope we can get someone out there to be there for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Look at that Bishop England Oceanside matchup is gonna be
because I was thinking about going to Hilton Head a soccer game, but there might be another one.
I might have to pop over there tomorrow night. And
wait, Tuesday? Is it Monday or Tuesday?
It's Monday.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Monday.
Okay,
Monday.
I misheard you. Yeah, it's tomorrow night. All right, so
yeah,
should be a great one.
Big deal.
Yep.
And then 5 days from Monday, so Saturday championship.
Saturday would be the championship, which would be.
Right. There we go. Against Bishop England or Oceanside.
Yes.
And then girls lacrosse, we still got May River or Hilton Head in the fight. They beat May River.
By the way, I'm trying to remember what the reason is of why we had that state championship here. I think it was rained out or something. Is that what happened? I think that's what happened. Yeah.
I don't remember why.
Now I remember. I think it was weather that may have moved it.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Something happened where it wasn't supposed to be there.
Didn't they play it at Bluffton?
They did. They played at Bluffton High School. Yep. This year, it's going to be at Irmo, which is probably where it normally is. But I think
if
Hilton Head wins, or if May River wins, rather, it would be Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Around like 1:30.
So Hilton Head, here's what doesn't bode well. Hilton Head did play Oceanside in the regular season, the girls, and they lost 17-6, and it was just on April 23rd. So tough matchup there in the semis, but we'll see.
Yeah,
gotta play the games. Gotta play the game. And then we also have a tennis team.
We do.
Still in the hunt. The Bluffton Bobcats are into the lower state semis. They'll take on Bishop England on the road on Monday. So that'll be a tough one for them. But hey, look at Wilson. Wilson's rolling people.
They are.
I didn't know Wilson was like that in tennis.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
So impressive.
That's about all the brackets, boys.
Yeah.
I think that's all of them.
Yep. Although we do have some USCB to discuss as well.
Oh yeah, we do have one other bracket we're going to have to look at, don't we? Because
it is official. It is now official. I think the one thing I was still waiting on, because I knew the moment USCB lost, obviously they would be the 6th seed for softball. But I think what we were waiting on
Augusta lost. They got swept by North
Hold
Georgia.
on, it's a 3-way tie for 5th, 6th, and 7th.
3-way tie.
Yes, but USCB.
Here's where it gets interesting. So with USC Aiken winning, they have the advantage, so they get the 5 seed.
Oh yeah, we are the same.
I saw the tiebreaker. Once again, props to Peach Belt for
they always do a great job with that.
Yeah, props to the Peach Belt for making a document with all the tiebreaker scenarios before the last.
Yeah, so
game.
Aiken got the 5 seed because of their win today. Otherwise, USCB would have had the 5 seed had they have won today. And because USCB had the tiebreaker over Augusta, because they won 2 out of 3 against Augusta, they get the 6 seed. So the question was, when I was doing my show on the Mad Max Local Recap, the question I was waiting for is who would USCB play, because it was between Lander and Georgia College, and we didn't know where that was going to go. But I believe
Georgia College, has
Georgia College
the Lander because they got the head-to-head series win. They beat Lander 2 out of 3, so it should be Georgia College at the 3, Lander at the 4.
The bracket's on the screen, bro. Yeah, we got Georgia
I didn't
College.
even see it. I was looking on the standings. So Georgia College is the 3. They will take on USCB. Sand Sharks were an 8 seed a year ago. They lost 1-0 to North Georgia the first round, and now once again, if you realize this is single elimination, all the way through.
Here's the thing. I like their chances against Georgia College, especially if you got Madison on the mound to start it off.
Yeah.
And if I'm remembering correctly, she played pretty well against Georgia College. She did a pretty decent job, and she usually does in that first game of a 3-game set.
Yeah, no doubt.
By the way, she was
against Georgia College. They beat them 2-1. They beat them 2-1. The Murphy start on March.
I remember
20th.
that. Yep, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I like USCB's chances, especially because I think they've improved so much since then. Because that was the start of conference play.
That was really the big. I think the big turning point was the North Georgia win. But maybe it was that one. Even though they lost the series, they beat a good team on the road. They won 2-1. And the last 2 games didn't go their way, but they won that one. Then they came back at home. They won 2 out of 3 against Flagler, and then of course they beat North Georgia on the road. So, I mean, this tournament, there's so much parity in this conference, and especially in a single elimination format where anybody can beat anybody. I mean, why not? USCB has an opportunity. It's a possibility.
And by the way, speaking of Madison Murphy, she was fantastic last night.
Yeah, one hitter.
Or last night, Friday night.
Saturday night, one hitter. Yep.
Saturday night, a one hitter against USC Aiken, 5 innings. Just that's what Madison Murphy's best at, and she really actually fought hard. Just that USC Aiken walk off today was just the only downside for her today, and otherwise she pitched a really good game again today. It was just USC Aiken got the final laugh in that game between the two. And of course I was watching it while doing my show, and I just saw the ground ball go in between that second base gap out to the left field area, and I knew at that moment that was it right there. So, but yeah, I mean, otherwise, I think Madison Murphy coming in against Georgia College, she pitched pretty well against them the last time, so I like USCB's chances in this game.
Indeed. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Good
I
luck
think
to
it.
the
I think it could go either way. I mean, it's
whole thing's played at North
Murphy's the
Georgia,
key,
right?
but if she can
Yes.
deliver a gem, it gives them a great shot to find an opportunity to steal it, and then we'll see if the offense can go. And shout out Alyssa Rose. She's been fantastic down the stretch.
Yeah.
She's been awesome, and it's great to see a local kid making those kinds of waves for this program. Great to see from Alyssa.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah. North Georgia does host it, being that they're
the one seed hosts the tournament. So
Yep.
Yeah.
In Dahlonega, Georgia.
Great field to play on too.
Dahlonega.
It's a fantastic
Back to
field
Dahlonega
for the PVC tournament.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's that. The playoffs are all set. Tomorrow night, getting it started. We got boys soccer, Class 3A, Battery Creek on the road. We got boys tennis, Bluffton on the road. We got the May River Sharks boys lacrosse at home in the high school league semifinals. And then we also have Class 4A and Class 4A baseball first round. And we got a little skis at baseball as well with Hilton Head Prep.
Just everything, guys.
That May River lacrosse game is probably the game of the night, in my opinion. That's going to be a terrific matchup. Yeah. Like I said, that game went to overtime. May River got the
Sharks
goal.
Baseball will be at home.
Oh wow, that May River's the place to be tomorrow night. You get 2 for 1, baseball and lacrosse.
Over there. Scooting over there for sure. Let's see if we got it before we let the people go. Let's see if we have a start time for this May River game. It says TBA still.
To be announced.
So we don't.
Check their Instagram. They do a good job of.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
You're right. It's probably on
there.
They
usually do a good job with that.
They do a real good job with it. May River lacrosse. If I could type, it would probably help. My thumbs.
I got fat fingers, so I understand where you're going with that.
Yeah. Here we go. No, final score was the last post.
All right. Well, we will have to
find out. But I'm gonna guess. Let's see what time. Oh man,
I'm guessing like
what time? I'm guessing 6:30.
Are you about to chat GPT this?
What? No, I'm not going to chat GPT. Is that what I said?
I thought that's what you said, but never mind.
No chance. No chance. I don't believe in that stuff.
Okay.
I'm anti-AI. I mean, I'll use it for certain things, but not for just stupid stuff that you can look up. That doesn't make any sense.
Type me out a
you can't trust it anyway. Why would you ask it a question if you can't believe the answer?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Very true.
Right.
But thanks, boys.
It's been fun. Way, guys.
Yeah.
That was a good time. So we'll shout out some sponsors and then we'll do our parting thoughts. Shout out to Hudson Seafood House on the Docks, a great place for seafood, sunsets, and cocktails on Hilton Head Island, right on Skull Creek. Beautiful spot, great food on Hilton Head Island, and they are the presenting sponsor of Under the Bus. Catch new episodes every week on the Lowco Media Network with our friends Curry Kirkpatrick, Bob Stevens, and Rich Basirico. Check it out. Also, we got Twinge and Twombly, personal injury attorneys. They've got a rare name. They provide remarkable service at Twinge and Twombly Injury Attorneys in Beaufort. And we've also got HHI, not WHHI, HHI Windows and Doors.
Although Richard he appears on WHHI quite a bit.
He does. He's a regular on WHHI. And we also love WHHI.
Your view to the low country.
Local sports coverage. But HHI Windows and Doors wants to improve your view of the Loco. And then we've got Reverence Wrestling Club, the official wrestling sponsor of the LowcoSports and the presenting sponsor of the Lowco Grind. And shout out to all the girls who made Team South Carolina this weekend. I know Summer Estrella did. I know Michaela Hinchy did, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure who all did. I know several local girls did, so I'll try to find out who all and make sure we shout them all out next time out. But shout out to Reverence Wrestling Club and also to Jay's Barbershop, the place to be in Ridgeland, whether you need a haircut or not. Go check them out. Say hi to the boys at Jay's Barbershop. And that brings us to our parting thoughts. And Marcus Walsh, we'll let you hit lead off tonight. What you got?
I'll tell you what, guys. I had been waiting with bated breath. When on earth was Travis Bazzana going to get his first major league hit? It happened yesterday in Sacramento in the 7th inning, I believe it was. And then he came back and he had 2 more today. He and Chase Delauder were just mashing balls left and right, and it was great to see the Cleveland Guardians actually show some offense, and quite a bit at that. They won 8-5 against the A's on Friday, 14-6, I think it was, on Saturday. They lost, unfortunately, today 7-1. Parker Messick had a little bit of trouble with giving up the long ball, and obviously you only score one run, chances are you're going to lose unless you don't give up anything. So 2 out of 3 against Sacramento, not bad. They're on to Kansas City, and if you ever go to Kansas City, I highly suggest you go to get some barbecue. When I was there a couple of years ago, we tried Arthur Bryant's. It was shut down because I think there was a water main break or something. So we went to Gates instead, and was outstanding for sure. And JJ knows what I'm talking about.
Gates is good, but there's better. Gates is annoying too because hi, may I help you? Hi, may I help you? I can't handle it. But Gates is okay. But next time you're there, Oklahoma Joe's. No, it's not.
Oh yeah,
Joe's Kansas City now. It's in the original one in a gas station. That's the one you want to go to.
Correct. Yeah. And then, is that in Kansas City, Kansas though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's the last I heard anyway.
It could be Joe's KC. It might be. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I think Jeff, a guy by the name of Jeff.
I think there's a bunch of the original
owner back in the day.
The original gas station one is. Where's the address? It's in Kansas. Yeah, it's on the Kansas side.
Yeah. Adam Richmond featured it on Man vs. Food, and I remembered it was in Kansas City, Kansas. He said that the burn ends were like meat s'mores.
Oh, they're so good. They have a sandwich that's burn-in sandwich that's so good. I would also recommend Q39 the next time.
I've heard that's very good too.
More of a sit down, place than Joe's, but really, really good, really good. But you can't hardly go wrong, and you should also go to the Negro Leagues Museum while you're there.
We did that when we were there a couple of years ago, and that was great. Got to see Kansas City and St. Louis and baseball back to back on our Missouri trip that we went to a couple years ago, and the Cavaliers are hanging with Toronto.
Yes,
in Game 7 at home.
Your first,
and the Habs got the dub.
They did indeed. But yeah,
all right,
yeah.
You done, Marcus?
That's what I got.
All right, Tinfo. Max Araj, you're up next.
You got.
Well, I mean, obviously, my Braves won again today.
Yeah, they did. Red hot.
The Rockies, 25 and 10 on the year. Just
phenomenal.
Yeah, it really has been. Spencer Strider back on the mound for the Braves today. Didn't have his best of outings, but granted, he's been out for well over a year now, since having that left arm injury that he had in 2020, early last year. So it's good to see him back on the mound, despite a tough outing, 3 and 2/3 innings. I think he had 6 strikeouts, 5 walks, so bit of up and down for him. But nonetheless, Braves helped him out with offensive power. Just I mean, there's not much you can say. This Atlanta Braves team is rolling now. Here's the thing, though. They haven't played many teams that are challenging. I guess you could consider the Phillies, but the Phillies have been pretty awful to start the year, so can't really consider them. But their upcoming road trip, or the road trip that they're currently on, their upcoming games are quite interesting. They got the Seattle Mariners up next, starting tomorrow, and then weekend series. They're in Dodger Stadium for the weekend with a matchup against the LA Dodgers, which should be real fun to watch. I'm excited for that series. So it'd be the first real challenging series for the Atlanta Braves. I'm intrigued to see how they fare against the Dodgers.
Have they won every series?
Yeah, they haven't lost the series yet this year.
They haven't lost the series yet.
Haven't lost the series yet this year.
That's pretty impressive.
That's good work.
It could be in jeopardy this next weekend against the Dodgers. That's for sure. But
the Cubbies were rolling until they had to go to the West Coast, and then it got a little tricky.
It's the West Coast,
but
man.
They're back on track now.
For some reason, the West Coast trip either could go really good or goes really bad. and
tough.
I've seen it. I've seen it happen before. So, what's the other thing I was going to mention? I can't remember.
The Braves, by the way, are the only team in the National League with a better record than the Chicago Cubs.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because
22-12.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got 22-12. Yeah.
Anything else, Max? What do you
got? No, I think that's pretty much it. Obviously,
all right.
Baseball playoffs for Peach Belt Conference are continuing this week. But we don't really care about that, so that's pretty much it.
So, speaking of Peach Belt, USCB track and field is in progress, or I think they wrapped up. They wrapped it up yesterday. The Peach Belt Conference Championship. And for USCB, 4 conference champions on the men's side. Jackson Herring, 2 for Samuel Mitchell, and 1 from Aiden O'Neill.
Nice.
Yeah, Samuel Mitchell with 2 of them. He got one in the triple jump on Saturday, and I think he got one on Friday as well. We'll have to look up that one. They're in 2 different articles.
They finished as a team. I believe they finished 6th at the Peach Belt Conference Championships. So good season for them. I think they still, for some reason on their schedule, they still have one more meet listed.
Last chance meet.
Okay.
They have a last chance meet. It's just for people who are trying to hit qualifying
individual standards.
To go to national.
So it's Samuel Mitchell winning the long jump and the triple jump. And then
outstanding field athlete of the year.
Yes, Ja'Cory Herring with the win, the 400-meter hurdles with 53.79, and then Aiden O'Neill getting a win as well. I believe
Samuel Mitchell also named to the all sportsmanship team.
Oh,
respect.
Attaboy. There you go.
Yes.
And he might have qualified. He may have qualified for.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's qualified for some stuff.
Yeah.
All sportsmanship team. That's pretty cool. Well done. And then on the women's side, we had a champion there. It was Grace Wolf with the title in the heptathlon, which is pretty impressive to win because you got 5 different events, and it's a combination of all your. That is a hard one to win. So
she finished first, and then someone finished
up 10.
Yeah, Deandra Brown was second.
Yes, that's right.
And she was on the all sportsmanship team.
Yeah. Victoria Cologne second, the shot put. Patton Castro in third, and then Victoria Ingram 5th in the triple jump, and then Maggie Olson, who is also a soccer player, also a runner. She was in the 400 meters. She finished 8th. So that's always pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Athlete, but yeah, that's
there's a long tradition of USCB having soccer players run I'm track to collect points, distance runners.
Yes.
And I'm sure you could take a guess at who won the PBC conference title.
Yeah. Embry Riddle.
Yep.
By the way, that's their 8th straight Peach Belt Conference
they're crazy
championship.
good.
Crazy.
Yeah, and they won about 1 million Sun Conference titles before that.
So
they dominated.
Congratulations to the Sand Sharks on a great year, and now just the softball team remains as we close out.
Golf as well.
And golf as well, yes. Don't forget the golf team.
Down in Natties.
McLean Neal and USCB men's team. I believe they compete this week, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
They'll be at the men's will be at the Valdosta Country Club, I think.
Golf.
And then McLean and Neal will be heading
Cleveland,
up to
Tennessee.
Lee University.
All right, so looking forward to seeing the golfers, see how they will do.
USCB has a chance. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe it's top 3 teams out of the regional tournament move on to the national tournament. So they have a chance.
We got a real chance.
It was either top 2 or top 3, but then there are also at-larges.
And USCB is on that. USCB would be on that list for potential.
Yeah, I think they got a great shot to advance.
Yeah,
that
would be exciting. Really exciting.
Two more parting thoughts. Second of all, kind of an update from what I mentioned in the last show. Davidson Women's Lacrosse. They won the Atlantic 10 Conference Championship the first time in program history.
Nice.
A 10-5 win. Not only that, but they pitched a second half shutout. They did not allow a single goal in the second half, which is incredibly hard to do in lacrosse, as you would probably know.
Incredibly difficult.
Crazy hard to do in lacrosse.
Congrats to Kimberly and that team, and they will make their first appearance in the NCAA tournament. And then finally, one more parting thought that I have, bringing it back to the Lowco. One of our very own, who has had a nice season that I just realized today because it was brought up by our good friend Ray Alonso. But Darren Horn, still doing it on the mound for the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina. He got to see him over the weekend, and what a year he's having. 2.98 ERA, 6-1 on the season, 69 strikeouts, just 19 walks, and then 7 saves as well on the season.
Yeah, that's
on top of those 6 wins.
Dude, the dog.
I expect him to be drafted. I really do.
I expect
he's a real deal.
Well, he's always been a draftable arm, and he hasn't.
Is
he a junior or a senior?
He is a redshirt senior, so this is it for him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I thought he was done.
I definitely see him.
I expect he'll, if he doesn't get drafted, I expect he'll at least get, a contract somewhere, get a chance to play rookie ball somewhere.
Yep.
I agree.
I think that's highly likely. And then, who knows from there. He's got a big time arm. He's got crazy spin rate. You remember when he pitched in the Cape Cod a couple years ago, he led the league in spin rate.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy because that's like all the best college pitchers in the country. So he's legit. He's got a big time professional arm, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to this. The ultimate never give up, baby. Never give up. Golden Tempo.
No kidding.
Look at Golden Tempo go.
Secretariat type move right there.
I mean, it's straight out of a Hollywood movie, no doubt.
Unbelievable.
That is a secretariat
something else
type of play coming from
behind. Look here. He's like, dang it, I'm gonna have to go the long way. So he goes the long way.
No problemo.
Horse. Good Lord.
Look at him go.
Absolutely
I'm
wild.
not sure how much of the horse, the sense the horse has, or it's the jockey that kind of. The jockey is a big part of it, but
whatever.
At the end of the day,
horse
it comes
is
down
doing the work.
Yeah. Special
Look
horse
at
right there.
That horse
That's
is man, brother.
That is insane.
And by the way, congratulations to the first ever female trainer.
Yes.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Good stuff.
Mike Tirico back there for the Preakness.
Yes, he is the versatile broadcaster that he can do about anything. And
yes, it's true.
Yeah, he really can.
It is very true.
Cherry DeVoe, the congratulations, the first female trainer to ever win the Derby. So I wanted to share that.
Awesome
very
stuff.
Nice.
Great story.
All right, and hopefully we'll have some champs to talk about at the end of this week and a couple weeks down the road as well as we get into the high school sports playoffs. So we'll plan to have shows at least Monday and Tuesday night. I got a game Wednesday, but we should be able to get one Wednesday, I would think, too, if we need to. Tuesday night, we're planning to have BJ Payne join us as well to promote his upcoming football camp this weekend.
I plan to be there with Logan on Saturday.
Yeah.
There's another event that I don't think I'm going to cover, but I'm planning on being at that I had mentioned the other night that I talked with John Froman about.
Also excited to hear his thoughts on
or Notre Dame Club of Hilton Head.
Also looking forward to hearing his thoughts on Evan Moxie, the new athletic.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always a good time when we have BJ on. So you're definitely going to want to tune in and check it out. BJ will be here. I'll be talking like this.
I don't know if he's going to be talking quite like that. It's not. Maybe with practices going on. Maybe.
No, that's how he talks all the time, brother. But yeah, he's always got a little rasp to him.
He's
But,
got a little gruff.
So
but
great. It's so
we
great
look
to be
forward to
back
it.
on
Should be a
Loco
good time.
Sports.
Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to Hayden Jennings and Ian Leslie for joining us tonight and helping us break down the brackets. And thanks to you for showing up to listen or watch. As I mentioned, we'll be back most nights of the week this week. Check it out Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, probably Thursday, maybe Friday. Who knows? We'll keep you posted on what's happening around the Loco sports scene in this busy playoff time. So for Marcus Walsh, Max Araj, and Wes Kerr, I'm Justin Jarrett. Till next time, go Loco.